Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, the Deadpool and Wolverine effect on Madonna's Like a Prayer single and its current chart success is continuing. Although there is an issue with that. She's currently at, I think, number 16. So it's not quite a top 10 hit. But on the Billboard charts, it is number 16, which is good. Because obviously it was released 40 years ago. And it's only been a few weeks since the film came out. I think it's in its 4th week. And of course, there initially wasn't a single. I mean, yes, some people went and downloaded or streamed or listened to Madonna's Like a Prayer, the original album version, but there wasn't an actual version of it on the soundtrack or available. They eventually released a EP with the version that's in the film and then also the choir version, which is actually attributed to the Like a Prayer choir, or the I'll Take You There choir, I think is their name. It's not actually Madonna, there's no vocals, but that's the part that plays over the actual final sacrifice ending, not the sort of fight, like the epic battle scene. But yeah, the issue is these songs are not being packaged together, even though they did, and I don't understand this. Maybe because it wasn't set up that way to start off with, but they did the EP. It has the original album version, the epic battle version, and the choir version all on one. You buy the whole thing, or you buy them separately. But they're counting the Like a Prayer single separately, and the epic battle version separately, and the choir, or maybe those two, they're putting them together. So because of that, I think the choir version is like 29 on the charts, the epic battle version is 26, and the regular Like a Prayer song is 16. Is what I remember from reading this article last night before I looked at the screen captures, which I'm doing now. But yeah, the cut breaks back in at number 16 on the list of the best-selling tunes in the United States. Yep. And the other ones are at lesser positions. And obviously they're estimating she'd be number 3 in the charts if all those songs, all the sales from all those charts were all put together. I mean, all those songs, all the sales from all those singles were all put together, but they're not being put together. So I don't know what that is. Maybe, like I said, when they started, counting those EP singles, they'd already... Now, that doesn't make any sense. I was just thinking, because since they weren't brought out before the film, before the new sort of bump in sales, maybe they started attributing them to the other release, but they are counting them on their own as well. But I guess, so they're counting the EP separately and not including Like a Prayer, even though Like a Prayer is included in the EP. So I guess they're counting the Like a Prayer EP ones on their own, and they're not rating because people are buying the album. But I don't know. All I know is she's number 16, which is good, but she could be higher because they're not putting this together. And usually it's not a difficult thing. They do this a lot with singles that are being released or re-released. So it's not like she's the first person to, re-release or put a single on an EP or a soundtrack or something that now is going to get more sales, and having those sales contribute to an existing position or existing number or something. It's not unheard of. So I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I just sort of want to comment on it for a minute or 3. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I'm glad how they used it in the film. So I hadn't seen the film for a while. I only saw the film a few days ago. And I was aware of the epic battle scene, but I wasn't aware of how Like a Prayer was used in the actual final sort of sacrifice sort of scene. Even though, again, it's not her vocals. It's still Like a Prayer. It's still continuing on over from that. And it's the song has a meaningful use in the film. It's not just sort of just a random cool, retro song to play in a scene or whatever. It's actually a little deeper than that. But, still would be nice if she was like number 3 or even number 1 again. That would be great. It's not impossible. It is the highlight song from the biggest movie at the box office at the moment. It's well past 1 billion. I think it's 1.5 billion already. So there's no reason why this couldn't have been another number 1 hit for Madonna in the digital age with a song that already was number 1 back in the day with physical record and single sales. That would have been amazing. And had they organised this a little better, had a single out in advance that, to capitalise on the sales, it would have gotten more of those sales, and it all would have been, attributed and directed to the right area to help the actual number, which I just don't think they were on the ball. I think they were just doing this all after the fact and hadn't really looked at things properly. I don't know what's happening, but I'm still talking and I don't actually know why this is actually not being done properly, but that's the situation.